What's up, you guys? So today, Jaden and I are going to be Windshield Geographers today, and we're going to explore downtown Greensboro.
Let's go! So this is the Church of Our Lady of Grace Catholic Church and School.
Yes.
But yeah, this is what it looks like. We're gonna drive a little slowly. There's the Monument of Mary right there. And there goes another church. That is the St. Andrew's Episcopal Church. And up ahead is
Downtown
Greensboro!
Greensboro!
We're also hitting UNCG, which is the local university of Greensboro, and I'm pretty sure those are student housing too.
Yes. Okay.
Those are student apartments, I'm pretty sure. And we're hitting downtown. Here's a railroad right here because there's a train station here.
And this is the Guilford County Courthouse.
And then we have your man Crumley Roberts, which is a business. You gotta hit him up when you're hurt at
Attorney
work.
at law.
Also got the Greensboro Bank and Trust Company. And so now we're heading on to South Elm Street, which is kind of the main street for downtown Greensboro.
Yeah.
So, you want to tell me what you got?
I got the chicken kebab, some rice, some cucumber dip.
So we're gonna interview the owner of this restaurant.
And
So-
just kind of like
yeah.
have like the cultural like perspective and what he sees in Greensboro.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself first?
My name is Isa Hanham. My brother Omar and I, we have this restaurant downtown called Jerusalem Market on Elm, and we make our traditional Middle Eastern food. We're Palestinian, our family is, so all our recipes are everything we make like at home, and try to share the culture and the food like through that.
Okay, so how long have you been living here?
I was born and raised in Greensboro, actually. My mom and dad met here like about 40 years ago, actually, because so my dad is Palestinian. My mom is from Tennessee. So my mom and dad moved actually to Greensboro around the same time, and that's how they met. And my dad opened a store called Jerusalem Market in 1989, and he wanted to kind of make some of the food from our home, because it was in that time like Greensboro had nothing as far as food, as far as the landscape is. I'm sure there was different ethnic groups here, but as far as restaurants and actual like things that you go to, there wasn't anything. So that's one of the reasons we did that. It wasn't even Mexican restaurants and things like that. And over the years, we've seen like how much it's changed. Like even at our store, like people that have come and asked like, "Hey, can you get this? Can you get that?" Like we had a lot of immigrants from like Eastern Europe, like Bosnia and Serbia, and like that area after that conflict in the 90s, and of course all different Asian communities and stuff. I went to Smith High School, and we were the English as a second language high school. So we had all the different kids come in, like they would basically be bussed in from the different districts. So that was cool for me to be able to see that, not being being of mixed descent, and like kind of like see that, because there was a lot of actually Middle Easterners that came to the area too. Because like when our family came in the 70s, they brought a lot of people from like neighboring villages in the area, kind of the whole geographical area where we lived back home. It was one of those type deals. So you really see like the different, like how much growth. I mean, especially in the last 10 years, and like the different things that we've seen open and the variety, like how much Greensboro. I think Greensboro is unique in that aspect. Like we're really diverse. I kind of take it for granted if you go to other cities and stuff, especially. I like to eat, so when I go and look at other restaurants, like they don't have the diversity that we do or the quality too. So it's pretty cool, I think.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks
and
for-
yeah, thank you for talking to me.
No problem. Yeah, thanks for asking. Glad to help.
And make sure to check out Jerusalem Market,
Please do.
downtown Elm Street. Just a little plug.
Yeah, guys. So as we have here is the original Methodist church, and here's a little summary of it.
So it's talking about kind of the early churches that came here in Greensboro, the original Methodist Church in 1831. So as you can see, Greensboro is pretty music involved, and UNCG has a really good music program. So music is really incorporated in downtown Greensboro.
Here is the design and archive, and it's kind of like a small business where small businesses will sell their clothes here, as well as people will like bring their like clothes they don't use. So here we have a sign about the cigar industry, and it happened in 1903 to 1955 in Greensboro, and mostly all their employees were women. There was 14 shops clustered in Elm Street.
Yeah, so 14 shops all down this strip of buildings. So here we have some businesses, and on top of them are apartments. So this is kind of like the apartment style, like downtown business. We have the Blue Menthol Apartments on top of the Crop Hair Salon. Greensboro is known for their art too. So we have this like griller, but inside it's newspapers. So we have bikes riding here, hence the bike lane. And we also have buses and trains. And we also have
electric scooters.
more art here. So here's an art display celebrating Jeansboro, NC, Carolina State of Mind. And this is by Cone Denim, art by Catherine Gray from Northwest.
Guilford High. Demographic of individuals downtown here in Greensboro is pretty diverse, as you guys can see. It's a very interactive community, as you can see. Pictures of our officers here in Greensboro. So here in downtown Greensboro, we don't have a lot of like big businesses such as like McDonald's or like Burger King or stuff like that, where here we have like small businesses such as that Jerusalem restaurant.
So here we have a statue on Holiday Circle of Nathaniel Greene. He was George Washington's prized officer, and he fought in Greensboro with the Revolution in the Battle of Guilford Courthouse. And on the back, it shows a quote from Cornwallis about the Battle of Guilford Courthouse, and he said, "I never saw such fighting since God made me. The Americans fought like demons." So that's why Greensboro was named Greensboro, because of Nathaniel Greene. A lot about like the culture and more of like the small business aspect of downtown Greensboro. Yeah, and just like basically a lot of people coming together just to celebrate just food and diversity and culture.
And it sort of like brings us together as a community through all these diverse restaurants and small businesses here in downtown Greensboro.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Bye.